Yeah, hello everybody. I'm now with Dr. Viana Hassan from University of Malta and also from American University of Malta. So thank you, Viana, for being with us today. So how are you?
I am fine. Thank you very much, Professor Bastaman, for your lovely invitation. And I'm really glad to have the discussion with you. Thank
Okay,
you
so
very much.
yeah, thank
How-
you. So we are going to talk about halal tourisms in Malta. So first
Okay.
of all, so how is the tourism industry in Malta for the time being?
Okay. So as you know, Malta is a small island located in
Mm,
Europe, and it's a part of the Schengen area from
okay.
Schengen. So Malta is usually it's divided into three small islands. So the main
Uh-huh.
one is Malta. We have Comino, it's
Okay.
Comino is small, and then we have Gozo as well. So of
Right.
course, now for the example, for the mode of transportation, so you need to go through ferry if you want to
Ah, I
travel from
see.
Malta to Comino or from Comino to Gozo. And it will
Mhm.
take just, for example, from Malta to Comino, it will be just like 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and to the Gozo, approximately 35 minutes, 40 minutes with the ferry. So as you know, because it's a small island, we don't have any industry. So it's all
Okay.
based on the tourism.
Right. So
Yeah.
almost 100% depend on tourism industry.
Yes, so the economy, it's all the
Okay.
economy stays on the tourism and hospitality.
I
So
see.
that's why they promote a lot the tourism and it's very well known for
Uh-huh.
the beach. So the people they come here to do
Uh-huh.
the water activity for the beaches. And as well, Malta is very well known with the churches because it's a Catholic island. So
Yes,
for
that's what
example,
I noticed.
yes, it's Catholic island.
Mhm, mhm.
So all the Christian here, they are Catholic.
Right,
And you find a plenty of churches. So for
right.
example, every street, sometimes you find two or three churches. Just they are
Uh-huh.
far away, maybe 3 minutes by walking, etc. So when it's come to
Okay.
the tourism,
Uh-huh.
we have a plenty of tourists. They are coming from,
Right,
the majority of them, they are mainly from UK
right.
because it was back to the history, it was under the
Hmm.
colony of British. And then
Right.
we have a plenty of European, they come here during the summer because as well,
Uh-huh.
what helped that they have the low cost carriers such as Ryanair,
Mhm.
EasyJet. So the price of the ticket is not going to be expensive. Plus we have as well a plenty of tourists from the Far East.
I
They come
see.
here during the summer. So
Okay.
sometimes during the summer, they reach maybe, for example, the whole year they have approximately 2 million tourists. And you know, the population
Oh,
of Malta is very small. So we are approximately 600,000 because very small
600,000.
thousand only. So we are
Okay.
like, maybe it's like a village in your country in
Yeah, yeah,
Indonesia.
it is.
So that's the difference. So you are like a village, but you are a country. So the tourism is the performance of tourism is very, very, very well. And you
Right.
know, every year uh,
Hmm.
you have a plenty of hotels. They are
Right.
opening, or even you find a plenty of boutique hotel. Like for
Hmm.
example, you have an old house
Right.
back to 19th century, and then they converted into boutique hotel. So
Oh,
if
I
you
see.
Google, for example, or Airbnb, etc., you'll be able to find a plenty other than the hotel. And
Hmm.
the good thing that during the summer, you find they
Hmm.
are all fully booked. Like for example,
Oh.
now a friend of mine, he
Hmm.
have an apartment in Valletta. It's already booked for next July.
Okay. Valletta is your capital city, right?
Capital
Mm-hmm.
city. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it's all based on the tourism and hospitality. And you find a plenty of restaurants now, they are opening.
Mm-hmm.
You find as well different cuisine. So this it
Oh,
makes it
okay.
easy. For
Okay.
example, for the tourists,
The
you find
cuisine is an attraction as well, right?
yes,
Mm-hmm.
because you know,
Mm-hmm.
even for you, for if you want to travel to any country, sometimes some people they don't like to try the local food, depend on the type
Okay.
of
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So
so they
variety, you provide variety of food.
yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we have a variety of restaurant, variety of type
Mm-hmm.
of restaurant as well, etc.
Ah, right. I
So you
understand
know,
that I think you promote the halal tourism or Muslim-friendly tourisms. So how important is it for Malta?
as you know, the people they still not aware about halal
Mhm.
tourism because
Right,
nowadays when you say halal tourism, automatically they will be related to religion,
right, right.
and
So
they don't visit.
Muslim-friendly.
Yes, like Muslim
Mm-hmm.
friendly tourism or halal tourism or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. So you find the people till now, when you tell them, for example, Muslim tourism or, for example,
Uh-huh.
Islamic tourism or halal tourism, they
Right.
think okay, it's related to religion, or they will think it's related only to the food.
Okay.
But it's
Mm-hmm.
not about the food. It's
Right.
about, for example, it's not only, for example, to be promoted only to the Muslim community,
Mm-hmm.
because as well we have from different religion. They
Mm-hmm.
want to have their own privacy.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's still not very well known in Malta,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
not very well known. But
Mm-hmm.
now what I'm planning maybe later on in the later
Mm-hmm.
stage, because I have my own company which will be related to the
Mm-hmm.
education, I'm planning maybe later on, later stage, to organize halal
Mm-hmm.
tour to Malta.
I
So
see.
that the people, they will be more aware about this
Mm-hmm.
type of tourism. Because
Mm-hmm.
nowadays, if you are Muslim and you want to
Mm-hmm.
come to Malta, of course you are looking for the privacy. So
Mm-hmm.
now what you can do when you want to come to Malta, they can go, for example, to halalbooking.com. Which
Okay.
is okay. So if you go to halalbooking.com and you are going to write Malta, automatically you will be able to find the accommodation who
Mm-hmm.
follow the Sharia.
Mm-hmm.
They will have a privacy. Even they can book, for example, let's say their own villa in Gozo, the other our sister
Mm-hmm.
island. So they have their own privacy. But the
Right.
halal tourism, it's more, they need to promote it more in Malta, because sometimes you have a plenty of tourists who are coming either from Far East or Middle East,
Mm-hmm.
etc. As a
Mm-hmm.
family, they prefer, as I mentioned before, they want to have their own privacy. And even, for
Mm-hmm.
example, if you are Muslim and you want to travel, automatically you want to look for halal restaurant. But
Okay.
that restaurant, when they write, for example, halal, is it they
Mm-hmm.
already? How
Mm-hmm.
you will know they are going to serve this halal food? So
Mm-hmm.
that's why it's very important nowadays in
Mm-hmm.
any country, if they have halal restaurant or halal, for example, accommodation or halal
Mm-hmm.
transportation or even any activity, etc., supposed to be accredited by the organization.
Mm-hmm.
Like once it will be accredited, so like that, the tourist is going to feel comfortable and they know it's accredited. So like we do, for example, TripAdvisor. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
when you want to book a hotel, you look to the TripAdvisor, what it will be the review, 9
Mm-hmm.
point, 8 point, depend on this, you'll
Okay.
be able to book it. So the same when it's come to the halal tourism, it's very important.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, they start let this hotel to be accredited. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't mean that it will be only for the people who are Muslim, but it will be as well
Okay.
for the other religion. Because this
Right.
is accredited. You can put TripAdvisor accredited and
Mm-hmm.
accreditation. So like that, you are
Okay.
going to, you combine both of them,
Mm-hmm.
automatically you will start promoting this type of tourism. Because I'm
Okay.
quite sure in the future, and now through the immigration, through the facility of transportation, the low cost career, now you
Mm-hmm.
find from any religion in any country of all the world, you are going to find the people who are looking for their own privacy. So
Mm-hmm.
that's it's very important to promote. It's not about that this country is Christian, this country is Muslim, they don't have it.
Mm-hmm.
But now we are living in open culture.
Right.
So when
Right.
you have open culture, automatically it's very important to
Mm-hmm.
promote it, especially because it's based on
Okay.
the tourism. And it will
Okay.
open, for example, more door to let the people from different regions to come over
Uh-huh.
Malta.
Uh-huh. That's why I think you prefer to call it as Muslim friendly and friendly for all, right?
Because it's friendly tourism, because it's for all, not
Yeah,
only
friendly
for
tourism. Right.
on the Muslim.
Right. Okay, in terms
Yes.
of number, how big is it, the Muslim tourists in Malta?
You have, you mean, for example, the tourists, you have a plenty of Muslim tourists, especially from the Gulf area, they come here, or for example,
Right.
from the Far East, from
Uh-huh.
Indonesia, from Malaysia, for
Mm-hmm.
example. And you have as well from Europe when they come, maybe they are
Mm-hmm.
originally, they are from Muslim. They are not
Mm-hmm.
Christian. And some of
Mm-hmm.
them, for example, they come to Malta, for example, to study English. So
Okay.
if I have my son, he's 14 years old, he wants to study
Uh-huh.
English, let's say in Malta, and come here,
Right.
maybe I will not let him travel by himself. I need to come with him for 1 week. So as a
Okay.
family, we are going to
Uh-huh.
practice to while my son is studying. So, and even you find like in Malta, they have Muslim community, but
Okay.
still a bit small. And even who
Yeah.
are Maltese Muslim because they are
Mm-hmm.
married to Muslim people, etc.
Okay. Right. So, how familiar is the concept of Muslim friendly or halal tourism, for Malta people?
So for the Maltese people,
Uh-huh.
it's not very familiar. So
Okay.
what I'm trying to do, for example, when I lecture about Islamic tourism
Mm-hmm.
at the university, because
Mm-hmm.
they lecture this topic only for 2 hours, 4 hours for the
Mm-hmm.
student of the master. So I try to introduce this type of tourism to the student who are in this field, because
Mm-hmm.
later on, who are working the tourism, maybe later on they become as a guide, or for example, maybe
Mm-hmm.
they are going to meet a tourist, whatever they are working at the hotel, etc. So at least to
Mm-hmm.
have a concept what the meaning of the halal
Okay.
friendly tourism or Islamic tourism or
Mm-hmm.
Muslim
Mm-hmm.
friendly tourism, because it's very
Mm-hmm.
important to understand the concept.
Mm-hmm.
What does
Mm-hmm.
it mean? Because
Mm-hmm.
it's, as I mentioned, and they need to see the difference between religious
Mm-hmm.
tourism, and halal friendly tourism.
Right. Right.
So we start introduce this topic just for 2 hours, 4 hours. I
Mm-hmm.
introduce it to my student because it's become under niche tourism, etc. Because it's very important. Because
Okay.
because for them, and even for example, let's say maybe you have a group, they want to travel
Uh-huh.
from to another country. Maybe
Right.
they have from this group some people they want to look for some privacy, so it's very important as well.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah,
Yes,
just I'm curious, Piana. Your surname is Hassan. It's
yes,
reflect. It's something like Lebanese name or Egyptian names.
yes. I am Maltese, but I am originally Lebanese.
Oh,
So
okay.
I am Lebanese,
Mm-hmm.
but I am Maltese as well, so I have the dual nationality. So I am
Okay.
Muslim,
Okay.
but yes, but I am originally Lebanese. That's why my family name is Hassan.
It's
That's why.
Hassan. Yeah, it's very familiar for us because Hassan is
Yes,
also
yes,
used here in Indonesia.
yes, yes,
Yeah, a
and even
lot.
in Malaysia, I
In
guess.
Malaysia as well. Yeah,
And
yeah, that's right. That's right.
I am
And
originally Lebanese, yes.
I see. I see.
But I
And
am now in Malta for over 14 years. For the past 14 years, I am in Malta.
mm-hmm.
Yes,
But born in Lebanon, in Beirut,
yeah,
is it? Oh,
yes,
okay.
Beirut.
I
Yes, yes,
see.
born in Beirut.
Right. And
Yes.
back to the tourism industry in Malta. So, what is the future prospect actually you can see about the halal friendly tourisms in Malta?
Sorry,
The
can
future prospect, of the halal tourisms in Malta. Future prospect. I mean,
I think in
mhm,
the future, this type of tourism is
mhm, mhm.
going to be to increase more, and it will let the
Okay,
people be aware about it. So that's why
right.
it's very important, in my opinion, even
Uh-huh.
scum university, or for example, to any industry related to the tourism, such as travel agents, they need to
Mhm,
let their employee aware about this type of tourism,
mhm,
because sometimes you need to have a knowledge, you need to have enough information, like any
mhm,
type of tourism. Okay,
mhm,
let's say for
mhm,
example dark tourism.
mhm,
Some of us before heard about it before,
mhm,
right or not?
mhm, mhm,
And then it was like a niche. Later
mhm,
on, we found that all the people who are working
mhm,
in this industry, they start
mhm,
knowing about the dark tourism or slow tourism. It's the
mhm,
case,
mhm.
it's the same. It will be for the halal friendly tourism, because,
Okay.
as I mentioned at the beginning, it will be different than religion.
Mhm,
It will be because as well, if you think about it, this means the
mhm.
tourist is going to feel like he's um, other than the privacy, they have as well like they feel more welcoming in their
Mhm,
society, in the new society, for example.
mhm, mhm.
As well, they feel, and even when it's come to the eating food, etc., it will be more healthier for them,
Okay, right.
in my opinion. So
Uh-huh.
that's why in the future, suppose we start doing some workshop,
Uh-huh.
more information, even when it's come to the travel agents, they need to start
Mhm,
promoting this type of tourism. For example,
mhm,
let's say if I'm coming to Malta, so the travel agents
mhm,
do a package, let's say.
mhm,
So you can offer two type of package. One related, for example, to have more privacy. So you choose the accommodation with following the Sharia. You give them the option who are the restaurant where they eat, and you can give the normal one. And here the
Okay.
tourist, he will be aware about this one. And then when you show them these two packages, then they will be able to understand what the difference between these two types. And then they will end, at the end, as a result, they will not see any difference, but they will find, but this one, they are going to have more privacy. They will be, for example, like a small group. They have the option of several restaurants who are following, for example, the Sharia. Even, for example, when they want to do any water activity, maybe, for example, in this water activity, they are going to accept some pool. The women, they are going to wear burkini. Maybe you find in the other places that they don't accept. Even in some Muslim country, you have some hotels and some resorts, they don't accept that the women swim with the burkini. Like in Lebanon, we are a mixed country between Muslim, Christianity, etc., and other religion. But when you go to some resort, they don't let the Muslim women swim in their burkini. So that's why once I put for them what the resort to accept, etc., maybe open, for example, the swimming pool only for the lady, even they want massage, they want to do the spa, etc. The opening, it will be from that time till that time. So automatically, I will promote this type of tourism, and even the women, they are going to feel more comfortable, and even when it's come to their family. So by time, we have a future. Because I just came from a conference in Zanzibar about halal tourism exhibition. So they promote this type of tourism. And then I met a plenty of colleagues from South Africa. They promote this type of tourism. So why we don't do, for example, a tour between South Africa and Malta, Zanzibar, and Indonesia as well, because Yankee as well was there. And Dr. Sapta, I think you know him about the Institute of the Halal Tourism. So I think they have a good potential to promote the halal tourism in Malta, especially this island. They have access to it through different airlines, low-cost carrier. Even they flew here, for example, Emirates Airline, Qatar Airways, etc. So Turkish Airline as well, which is a hub center between Far East to Malta, etc. I think the future of halal tourism, maybe after 5 years, 6 years, if they start, let the people be aware about this type of tourism, they do the workshop to educate the employee and the student about it, then I'm quite sure in the future, it will have more profit to Malta, to their economy, because especially from the Gulf area, you know, the Gulf area, the people, they privacy when they travel as a family.
Yes, this is probably the last questions. What is the best thing to offer from Malta for the tourism, for the visitors?
Okay, they can visit, for example, the capital city, Valletta, where they can see some museum, they can see the cathedral. Even they are Muslim, they will be interested to see the heritage and the culture. They can go as well to promote Mdina. Mdina, if you think about the name of Mdina, is Arabic name. Medina, that's mean for the city.
Oh yeah, that's Medina, right?
Medina, but they call it Medina. It's the same, Medina. It's Arabic name. They have even they can do a plenty of water activity. They can, for example, let's say book for a family a boat, for example. They go like a private boat, so they can travel, for example, from Valletta. They go to Comino, where they spend some time, and then to Gozo, etc.
Viana, it was a network problem, a network challenge. Let me check again. I think there's few seconds missing your talking. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, let's continue. Say again from the last sentences. From the last part of it.
Okay, so what I mentioned to you is, for example, when they come for practice halal-friendly tourism, they can, for example, see the see the culture, see the church, they see the Medina when we speak about Medina, the Arabic name, plus as well they can book a cruise or, for example, a private boat where they can go to Comino and Gozo. Even if Gozo, if they go to bookinghalal.com, they will be able they can go, for example, for hiking, for
Hmm.
bike, to do activity, for example. So they have
Hmm.
a plenty of activity where they can do it. And depends on which, and what the good things about Malta, that's mean
Uh-huh.
during the summer, they're going to have a feast every
Right.
week in a city where they can see the firework, they are going to experience the local food, etc.
Okay. So I can see now how important tourism is for Malta, a
Yes,
country very depend on tourism industry. So good luck, for the tourisms in Malta. Thank you for the conversation today, and hopefully to join again for some of the talks, some of the time. Yeah.
yes,
Thank you
thank
very
you very
much.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have a
Thank
lovely
you.
day. Thank you.
Yeah. Have a nice
Bye.
day. Bye bye.
Bye.